The first guest to like make a beat with the mic.
Hey,
who's done it before?
Nobody. Oh, what up, everybody? Welcome back to the most hilarious podcast. You're on the Rhoyal remix.
I was like, what do I do?
You don't do anything. Today we have a special guest. All the guests are special because, you know, everybody's special in life. And her name is Jordan Waters.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
She's so amazing. She is do you call yourself just a guitarist or an artist or a solo
An artist,
guitar?
probably, yeah.
Okay. And all the things that she does are so great, but also the word I hear in my head is accelerated.
Wow.
Like, she's done everything at such an accelerated pace. I don't think I've ever known anyone that I personally knew who was doing the things you're doing at the level that you're doing them at your age.
It's God, Rhoyal.
That's what she says. It's crazy. So tell them how old you are, because you've grown since the last time I talked to you.
21 now. I turned 22 next month because it's May 1st, right?
Wow.
Oh, I can't give dates, right?
Oh, no, you can give dates.
Okay.
It's fine. Wow, so you're 22. Or you're getting
Almost
22.
20.
How do you feel about that? Like, you're growing.
I know.
Do you still feel like super young, or like, because you're in this industry that like a bunch of people are like, however old they are, like 30 plus. So do
Like
you
all
always
ages.
feel like the baby in the
Yeah. I mean, that's always been a thing. Like, even in my friendships, I'm always the youngest. And my cousins, I'm like relatively the youngest of our like generation. But like on tour, I was 19 and I was the youngest. Everybody was like, oh, baby Jordan, baby this. And like, I'm not insecure about that, or like, I'm not trying to be someone I'm not. So I was like, I am the baby, like, that's fine, and call me the baby. But yeah, I still feel pretty young. To my little cousins, I tell them to like treat me like I'm their elder.
And do you have a lot of little cousins, like smaller cousins, or are you like still on the younger half?
Technically, like, I'm still in the younger half. I have my little cousin James, who just started college. And then there's like younger, like 13 and under. But I would say I'm still...
Yeah, you're still the youngin'.
Yeah.
That's so cool. So you were on tour at 19 with who?
With Lizzo.
With Lizzo. That is so cool. I think that was where I was just like, wait, what happened in between? You know, because I remember you were like singing with Destiny Road, like singing. And then I remember seeing you like playing the guitar on the side every once in a while, kind of like teaching yourself and learning too. But then all of a sudden you're like on tour.
You really were there for like literally it all.
Like, what was the in between? From deciding from singing to guitar.
Oh. Well, I wanted an acoustic guitar, and then I started playing it more. And then when I was like in Destiny Road, like everybody was playing their instruments and they were so good, and I was like, let me get on like learning how to actually play guitar. And it was acoustic, it wasn't electric yet. And I would also play at church because like my family, we're all like musicians and singers and stuff. So yeah, and then John was like, he wanted me to study a Tori Kelly song and a John Mayer song. And so I just like ran with them and like learned a lot of their songs, like how they play. And then after that, I was like, oh, like this playing thing is cool. So it was like singing and playing were like even.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to learn electric. And
electric. Woogie.
That's the only part I know, so I couldn't finish singing that for you. But like I just kept going with electric after acoustic and teaching myself. Like I had some like friends who were helping me, but I mostly like learned off of YouTube.
Yeah.
So if you want to learn today,
University.
Go to YouTube University.
Do you have a YouTube? Do you post on YouTube?
I do, and I like literally.
You were vlogging like during tour, right?
I was like the first run we did. I interviewed like almost everyone, and I posted it on my YouTube channel.
What would you interview them about? Like the other musicians in the group?
Like the most random things. I was like, "How are you feeling on tour today?" Like the most silliest stuff. And then I would do like a little game at the end where I was like this or that, and they would have to do a speed round. But
that's so cool. Do you miss the tour? Like, did you get a tour bug? Like, do you want to always be on tour? Is that like a thing, or it's just like, oh yeah, that was cool for the time, and I will go back. You know, it is what it is. Whenever.
I think definitely, yeah. Like the first time, since that had been like my first tour, I got home and I was like, oh no. I can't do it. I gotta go somewhere.
Yeah.
But it's like different doing something every day, waking up, moving on a tour bus, doing a show, and like adrenaline, like all of these different things put together, and then you come back home and it's like you just feel like you're sitting and like
like. You know, do I have a job? Like,
yeah,
the 9 to 5. Like, do you think you would ever, like, if you had a 9 to 5, what do you think you would be doing?
I don't think I could do a freaking 9 to 5.
Like, if you did though, I used to watch Kevin Hart's show, and he would ask them, like, if you weren't this big actor, like, what would you be doing as a regular person? Like, what would be your job?
Well, like, I love all things in the arts. So like I did 1 year of college, and then I got
where at?
Howard Community.
Oh, nice.
College. Yeah. And then it was like I took a digital art class, and I learned about Photoshop and all these things. So like, if anything, if I wasn't doing music, it would totally be like arts and clothing brands and fashion and a lot of different things. Like anything that has to do with being creative.
Yeah,
like,
creative.
I would figure out something.
Cool. Oh my gosh. Like because you didn't have to do the 9 to 5 track. And that's such a blessing. Oh because I think so many people, especially people your age, like when you were in high school, were you like, oh yeah, like I'm going to be an artist full time?
Yeah. Yeah. I told my mom, I was like, I need to get a passport because I'm going to be going on tour. And she was like laughing, but she knew I was being serious.
Wow.
And then like a year or two later, the passport came in handy.
You were just speaking things into existence. Like, did you have a community of people around you who were also on tour, and like you were like, oh, I need to do that? Or did it just like come to you based on artists that you see in the media? Like, who and what made you be like, touring is the thing? Or like being an artist full time? Like, that's good.
I'm gonna tell you, I mean, like, obviously all my family like sings and plays and all that stuff, but I was like the most inspired from, I would say, like 14. So like even now, but like when I was younger, when I was like 14, 15, 16, 17, I was watching Tori Kelly tour videos, like other artists too, but like Tori Kelly was my inspiration, my top inspiration. I was like, I'm gonna be best friends with her. Like I have to be best friends with her. And I would
best friends now.
I did meet her once, which was really cool. We're not best friends yet, but you know.
You met her, so that's the start. Like, how was that experience? Did you meet her like after a show, or was it just like, oh, that's Rory Kelly. Hey, can I take a picture with you real quick? Like, it was like a quick 1-2, or was it like a conversation?
That was God. It was so last minute, and I asked one of my friends, I was like, hey, like, oh, no. I was like, I'm going to the Tori Kelly show, and she was like, oh, let me hit up this person to see if you can, like, meet her. And I was like, dang.
Did like, you just prepare yourself? Or did you, like, be like, let me get this song ready, so just in case I can
no.
Okay.
I'm not one of those people that are like, listen to me sing. Like, I would rather just sit in the background and, like, you like see me on Instagram or something. I'm not. I think a lot of people are like, yeah, like put yourself out there, like show people and get out in the streets. But I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm introverted in that way, but I'm just like...
That's an interesting concept, because with artistry, it does seem like you have to like put yourself out there and be on like, okay, you need to put your name in this room, da-da-da-da. But how did you get to be in such a space like Lizzo's touring? Like, where did that come from if you didn't have to put yourself like out there like that, you know, because you didn't live in LA at the time.
No.
So like you're here in Maryland in the DMV, and then all of a sudden you're touring. Like, what was the bridge between the two without having to be like, I'm Jordan and I can sing, I can play. Like, do you see this?
I can actually do this.
Look at this link. Here's the link to my video. Like,
well, I was like posting on Instagram, and I think that's like the main thing. Like, I wasn't going out and playing at like all these venues and doing all this stuff to like shake hands with people, literally. But I was gigging. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like, gig. You gotta gig everywhere so that you can like get to where you want to go. But God though.
Yo, God though. Don't cry.
I can't cry. Like, man, I can't.
No, it is insane though, because you are explaining that you didn't have to do the rat race in artistry. That is like a dream come true.
Well, the rat race, I did have to do it online though. Okay. So I was like making videos and making content a lot. And then I would like post them. I was like trying to do it every week so people could see my face and like know what I do. And yeah,
that's so cool. And when you were 19 and while you were touring, did you come into any like issues with your age? Were they like, oh, let's see your ID, like anywhere?
Oh, that was only when like they went to like some after party thing for a show, and they're like, oh, it's actually at a club and we don't want minors drinking alcohol. I was like, I don't drink, guys. Let me in, please. I play guitar for this. And they were like, let her in. I was like, yes.
That feels like a movie or like a show like Mary-Kate and Ashley. Have you ever seen their movies? When they were in like their teens, they did a lot of movies. Like they would be young, going to like New York City or wherever they would go, and they would like have to get in places and stuff like that. Like,
and I actually got in. Yeah, I actually got into all of them, like even overseas, which was pretty cool.
Is that easier overseas? Like, what has been your experience over there? Is it like a different world, or is it like, oh, it's like America but like cooler?
I think like when we were in London and stuff, like it looked a little bit more, how do I say, like, I don't know, like the buildings were like that was terrible buildings. Did you hear that? No, I'm gonna just speak regular. It's been too long.
I was into it. Felt like we were over there.
Thank you. The buildings were different. I liked going and like seeing like the stores and like everything in the architecture. The other places like Japan, I didn't have to go to like any clubs in Japan or anything, but that was so cool because I feel like it was just so different. Like even in California,
like different world over there.
Like low key, like all the buildings were concrete, and I was like, that's not how it is in Maryland.
Yeah, that's a little different country in some cities over there on the West Coast. Was your family like concerned about you being young, or like were they like, oh yeah, she's got it, she has her feet grounded in the Lord?
No, they were like, obviously my mom's gonna be like, I'm scared, that's my baby. Yeah. And I was like, I'm ready, let's go. But that's just who I am. Like, I'm the youngest sibling, and I'm like the first to like jump
in the deep end.
Yeah, I'm like, let's go.
Did Hollywood feel like as crazy as people, or LA in general? Like people be like, it's the devil's playground. Like, does it feel like
it's the devil's playground? Protect yourself.
Because I don't know, like even just like seeing your vibe there, you're still yourself, and like you would be fun and having fun and stuff. But I think so many people go there and they might not know who they are, so they can get caught up in the sweep of like, let me just do what everyone else is doing. But how do you not get swept up into that? Like, because everybody is like following this wave of like fame and trying to be in these rooms and like, oh my gosh, I gotta be this way for these people, and like, how do you not get caught up in that?
I mean, I feel like I have a really good group of people supporting me, and like my family, and then like just naturally who I am is just like, I'm not changing myself for other people, and I'm not doing things to like for other people's approval, kind of. Like, I'm just doing me, honestly. And I like try to stay grounded and rooted in like the word and reading, and and talking to God and like honestly asking him what he wants me to do, which is kind of hard, like understanding like what his voice sounds like and what he wants me to do. But I'd be like, okay, like give me a sign, please.
Yeah,
please.
That is so crazy, because I think like when I would see you post like your Bible or something, I'm like, oh, if Jordan can read her Bible and she's doing all this
do
stuff,
it too, guys.
let me open mine up. Like, it was really good to see you like in your spiritual walk still while being out there, because I think that can be so like, once I've made it, all right, God, thanks for this, I'm gonna go on and like do what I'm doing.
No.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Never forget. What does your tattoo on your finger say? I've been very interested in that.
It says "Be still," but the E is kind of fading, so
See? Oh.
Technically, it's still "Be still." Be still, guys.
How many tattoos do you have?
8.
Wow.
I have faith right here. Be still. Romans 12. I have like a wrapped around rose situation. I have my middle name right here.
What's your middle name?
Monae. And then a rose, and then grateful.
Wow.
And then the last one is like, I thought I was so innovative when I found this. I was like, it's a guitar like volume knob, but it has love on it instead of volume. So like you turn the love all the way up.
Oh, that's cute.
Corny.
That's cute. No, when I saw that you had tattoos and I saw you getting like new ones and stuff, I was like, oh, she's an adult. That was like the indicator for me. Like you going on tour, that was great and everything. But when I saw you were getting tattoos, I was like, oh, she's an adult.
Yeah. I used to tell people that. I used to be like, yeah, because I'm an adult. And they just look at me and start laughing like, you're not an adult. And I was like, I know. I just wanted to say that for fun, honestly.
Did you get them all in LA or did you get them here?
No. I got 3 of them, the volume, and then the grateful and the rose. Like, I got those in Australia. I got my first tattoo in LA. I got this wrapped around thing in New York, and then my middle name in Maryland, and then this in LA.
Wow, that's like a whole scope of 8. I have 2.
Okay,
because they're painful. You don't feel the pain?
I think I have a high pain tolerance, so not really.
Yeah, your vibe is very chill. Because I feel like if you were any other way, like this wouldn't, Latour, all that, it wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It's like you need to be this grounded, and you seem grounded. You seem.
Thank you.
Is there any like mental things that you go through where it's like, okay, like this is a lot, or do you just feel like you're on the way doing things all the time? You don't have time to like sit and think about things going bad. Like it's just always positive.
No, like when I don't read my Bible and I don't talk to God for I get like, seasonal depression. So sometimes that'll happen, or like when it's really rainy, I'm like, ugh, I just feel like down today. But that's how I feel when I don't read or I don't talk to God for a while. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm more susceptible. That's how you say it.
That's the word.
Isn't that a college word, guys? Technically, if I was still in school, I would be a senior, ending my senior year right now.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Which is insane. But anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm more susceptible to like feeling down and letting like my emotions like get not get the best of me, because I don't feel like I move
kind of like or be daunting, like just hear your thoughts in there, like
but then when I do read, I feel more level and like more peaceful.
Because I imagine in a world like that, and just in the world of artistry, because you're not always doing gigs, you're not always doing that. So what do you do in your free time, like when you're not gigging or you're home? Like what are you doing here?
I work on music.
So you're writing. When are you gonna put the music out?
Oh my God! Like I want to do it. Like I don't know. It's just this thing where you work on a whole bunch of music, and that's for that time, and then you start something else, and it's like, wait a second, this is new, this is cool, and then you start something else, and you're like, that's better than before, so I can't put that one out because I want to do this one, and that's kind of what it's been like the past 5 years.
Oh wow!
Because during COVID. With the pandemic, I started working with my cousin Isaac, and we were just a team. Like, making songs and working on like my sound and how I sound. But now it's like, now it's serious. Like, I've been on a tour and I've made connections with some really, really amazing people. And
is putting music out as easy as 1, 2, 3, or is it
no,
like, because it seems like you can just make the music, mix and master, get it produced, all that kind of stuff, which is the hard work. But then like the package, like you have to have a shoot and a team to like put it out. Is it not as easy as I feel like it used to be? Or is it like if you want it to be a certain way when it comes out?
Yeah, I feel like people used to like have labels and stuff, but now everyone's more independent. Right. So you have to have that drive to like do everything yourself, schedule this out, do that. And I'm not a schedule person. So I like to be
free.
Yeah, like if we were to go somewhere, I want to be like, oh, let's go here. Like, let's go get some ice cream. Let's do this. Like, I'm spontaneous. That's the word.
Yeah, okay.
So when I wake up, I don't want to think about like a 9 to 5 kind of mindset. Like this every single day. Like, yeah. Wait, what the freak was I talking about? I don't even. Sometimes I be forgetting. Bro.
It's all good.
What do I do when I'm home?
Oh, yeah.
Music. You know what? That is insane.
That is hilarious, because I was going to ask you, what do you... Because I remember my conversation with Erica the other day, and asking her, if you weren't a part of this family of musicians and music all... Like, it's like music galore. I feel like it's not overkill. It's just what y'all do, who y'all are. Like, I saw the clip of your mom singing the other day. I'm like, these people all do stuff. If you were not a part of this family, do you think you would be an artist?
No.
Like
maybe not.
Versus nurture.
I don't know, because my mom taught me, my sister, how to sing and harmonize. And then just growing up in that, like, that's why I wanted to play guitar, because I saw my cousin playing bass and my uncle taught him how to play bass, and everybody in the church playing an instrument. I want to play something. So like, just growing up in that, I think it was kind of like more natural than like me finding that in high school, or like, oh my God, I just sang this cover, like I can sing. Like, it was just something that I grew up with. And honestly, maybe I would be, but it wouldn't be the same, like even spiritually, like involving God in my everyday life and like the way that I think in my mindset.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It all works together for the good.
It does.
Because, like, I just think when you put somebody in an environment where they're being nurtured in that way, it works out. I just wonder if, like, you were just, like, a random person in a different family. Like, maybe you were adopted or something like that. And then you just, like, still did it. I think that's so cool to, like, think about. Because have you ever seen the movie August Rush?
What are these movies?
You've never seen this?
No.
Okay, first of all, that's your homework while you're home. You need to see.
Okay, let me write it down.
It's a super old movie.
Is it a comedy?
No.
Oh.
Is Leon Thomas his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in it. And then the dude from Good Doctor, the kid from I don't know his name, but it's the best movie I've seen when I was younger in terms of a person with a guitar. It's this. So this kid basically like grows up not knowing who his parents are, and then whole time What? He doesn't know who his parents are, so he's like a homeless kid, like an orphan, and then those are his parents, and they're artists. And like he meets them along the way, but he has this guitar and it, like he plays it where he like lays it down and he hits it.
Oh.
Instead of like strum. Well, he strums too, but like he'll like.
I used to play guitar like that.
Really, like the hitting?
No.
Oh
no. Like, I think a lot of people start off with the guitar on their lap and they play like horizontal.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, I used to play like that, and then I was like, this is not good. Like, if I really want to play, you got to play with the right way, you know?
But he was playing, and so I thought I wanted to play guitar because the way he was playing, I was like, oh, that's easy. Like, I could make beats. Because he was literally like laying the guitar down and he would like hit the guitar and he would make music. It was so cool.
You know, there's an instrument where you could do that.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
Stevie Wonder be playing it. He'd be like, damn, damn.
Okay.
It's a guitar, but it's like flat, but it's not a guitar because it's...
Yeah, I don't know, because he got like a busted up guitar, and his the guy who ran the kids, he wasn't their parent, but he was just like the guy that ran the orphan little thing. he made him play for like money and stuff like that. But it's so good, and like Leon Thomas was singing in it. It was great. That's so funny that you've never seen that.
I was expecting Leon Thomas on the cover, so when it wasn't, I was like, what? Who is that?
That is even funnier. Your reaction, because I'm like, why did you react like that?
Yeah, I was expecting a black kid with dreads, and I was like, oh, not him.
That is the funniest thing. As you've posted and like been on social media and people have seen what you're doing, what has been, or who has been the most like shocking recognition that you've gotten, like from someone like, oh, they've seen what I'm doing?
Technically, okay, my friend, who is an adult, like has kids and everything. Her name is Tiff. She sings background for John Mayer.
Oh, wow.
And she's been in his camp for like 10 years.
In his camp, meaning like in his like, or you mean like a camp?
No, like
a writer's camp or something.
No, like she's literally sung background for him for 10 years.
Wow. I like the term camp, so I was like, huh.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm grateful to know her. Shout out to Tiff. But I actually like recorded this thing with her. I was like staying with her in LA, and she was like, I want to learn how to play bass. And I was like, do it. Let's get a bass. Let's go to Guitar Center. And so we recorded this like short cover, and she posted it on her page. And then John Mayer saw my story.
What?
And I was like, Tiff,
that's so cool.
Your freaking boss saw me. Oh my God. But I love John Mayer. He's like, I think he and Mateus, who's Tori Kelly's guitarist. Oh, wow. They actually were the ones who inspired me to play electric, because I was just gonna go.
Sorry, every time.
Well,
did that make you forget what you wanted to say?
No, I'm just playing. I was just gonna do acoustic, and I was like, hold up, they sound so good. Like, I think I want to do that. So shout out to you guys.
Wow.
Being a blue.
I remember Jonathan told me about John Mayer. I think I was in college. And I'm so old. Oh my gosh.
No.
Like, I'm 28. I'm like almost 10 years out of college.
Really? But the 30 is the new 20 though. Did you hear that?
That's what they say. I mean, I feel great. No one knows how old I am. What's his name? Oh, he sent me who John Mayer was, and I was like, oh, okay, let me go find his album. And then I found the one album that he was doing at the time, and it had a song on there called "Still Feel Like Your Man." Have you heard that?
Yeah.
I love that song.
Like
I love that whole album.
That album is so good.
Yeah.
And my friend Tip is literally singing on one of them. Oh, really? And I used to listen to that song in like high school with my sister, and we would bump that song in the car. Dang, what was it? I can't remember. It was on, I think it was on that album. Oh, okay. And she was like, I sang on that album. And I would look to her like, you're the girl in the song. Crazy. What in the world?
Crazy. Oh my gosh. Like, that is so cool. Okay. We're going to pivot to a little game.
Yes. Is there like winning involved, or this is like
I'm trying to see a prize I don't really have.
Oh.
Hey, yo, make it you say you can make. Hey.
Good, my name is Jordan.
Ooh.
And I freestyle. And I'm so good at freestyling that you didn't even know.
Hey.
That I'm the one. And not the two.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good. That's good. Okay. So you're going to do song association. You have 5 seconds.
Okay.
To come up with a song.
Okay. No, I think I'm good at this.
Okay.
Let's go.
Think you are? Okay. Night.
So give me the night. Give me the night. So know. Come on out tonight. I forgot his name.
I don't know that one. Sounds good.
It's a real song though. Like if they know what I'm talking about.
You got that. Next one. Forever.
Forever. For always. Is that the word? For something. Oh wow, I'm picking the most old songs, bro. Like
that's
it's a song I found. She's like, you're lying. You're making
I have to look these up afterwards. Gone, girl. That sounds like made up. Girl.
No, it's not. It's SZA.
Oh yes. I know her.
I'm killing this right now.
Rain.
Rain down on me.
Okay. High.
Boom. High?
Like high up.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, your 5 seconds is spent.
Yeah, my 5 seconds are up.
One off.
Extra.
Okay, last one.
Okay.
Free.
Dang, I lost my last one. What is...
Yo, come on now.
No, that was bad.
That was bad.
What is the song with Free?
Free.
No.
Free by Jonathan.
Free falling.
No.
Oh.
The
What is it?
I am free.
I was gonna say I am free, praise the Lord.
No, she's saying no. Jade's in it. Jade's in that song. His niece, and she's saying, brand new time that now I'm free. I'm walking in God's liberty now. She's saying that.
Yeah.
No, you don't know it?
Not.
Okay. Okay. Now, so Erica said she could rap. Can you rap too?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give you a word. She actually didn't rap for me, so I'm getting it out now.
Okay.
I'm getting it from you because I didn't make her do it. I feel bad. All right, the word is, I'm gonna give you 3 different words. Okay, no, we'll do it like this. I'm gonna give you 3 words and you have to put them in a rap.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Okay.
So your words are snore, bubble, and taco.
Do you have them written down?
Yes.
Can I see it?
Oh, it's just like snore, bubble, add toast, add last one, taco.
Okay. Can you give me a beat?
Okay.
Yeah. It's Jordan. When I wake up in the morning, I'm bored. And then sometimes I get tired. And then I be like, what? And then I realize I woke up in a tire. And then I drive into the store. And then I'm like, what? Because what was the first word? Dang. Wait, no. I got to write it down. No, I need a second go.
That was gonna be good. Let's keep it going.
It was gonna be good.
Snore,
what's the second word?
Bubble.
Okay.
And taco.
No, I got this. All right, let's go.
Did you like my beat?
Yeah,
okay.
It was really good. Okay. When I play in a basketball game, everybody gets around and they huddle. When I go and I play SpongeBob games, he always blew a bubble. And then I go and I'm going across the country to California because I'm having so much fun. And then I see all my family and then we like, what do you want to do? You want to run in a park? And I'm like, yeah, heck yeah. I want to exercise. And then I'm like, let's go to a taco truck. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Everybody, follow me on Instagram.
Yes, please.
I'm a freestylist. I don't play guitar and I don't sing, but one thing I can do is rap.
Yo.
Thank you for having me do that.
That was really good.
Thank you.
That was really good. I'm gonna buy your album when you
know what?
put out a rap album as well.
Yeah, no singing, no
singing
instrumentation, just straight rap.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was really great.
I really enjoyed that.
What would be your rap name?
Lil Monae.
Lil Monae. I was about to say you could definitely do something with Lil in it because everyone always says you're like young, so you could be young for a while.
Gen Z.
Gen Z.
Mm-hmm. That's
you're
my
Gen
rap
Z.
name. Mm-hmm.
I'm Gen Z too, technically.
Really?
What? Don't look at me like that, Long.
Wait, what year
She
were you
just
born?
looked at me like, wait, explain yourself.
Because I think
Yo,
Gen Z starts in 97.
It does. I am born in 97.
She's the first. She's not the last. She's the first. Wait, the first should be that.
Yo,
I don't know.
when I just said that, you were just like,
No, I wasn't. Because I was thinking that.
I'm not gonna say anything.
I was
How old is your
thinking,
sister?
26. She turns 26 this year.
Yeah. I have younger siblings and they're always like, you're old. And I'm like, you're literally in your 20s.
But I have respect for people who were born in the 19s.
Do I want to have respect? I feel like if you have respect for me, that means I'm old.
I know.
When year did you graduate high school?
21.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was teaching by then. You graduated in 2021? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh. What high school did you go to?
Centennial.
Wow. I like that school.
God.
I sub there. I don't teach anymore, so I sub every once in a while. And I like Centennial. The kids there are cool.
It's nice.
Did you feel like it shaped you in any way, like that school specifically? Were you in band or anything?
No. I was just in choir. I started concert choir. Then I did women's
ensemble.
Sophomore year. And then I went to madrigals junior year, and then
you
COVID.
were the head bobbers? I call it the head bobbers.
Yes, I was a part of the head bobbers.
Did you bob your head? Were you the bobber or you all had to bob?
No, I would just try to feel the music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did you have to wear the outfit? Yo. The head bobbers. I never did madrigals because I didn't want to learn how to do all that. The music.
But it was so fun though.
The head bobbing was fun.
No, but like
I just remember seeing them in the hall, like just doing that. I was like, that is so.
Oh yeah. Because I didn't really have a lot of like friends who I would like hang out with outside of school. So I would like go to school and I was cool with everybody, but when it came to like sleepovers and stuff, like that was because my family is so big and I have so many cousins. It was more so my family and like friends who were musicians.
Okay.
But not really anyone at school.
Yeah. That's so interesting because I wonder if like they're seeing what you're doing now and they're just like, oh, she went to Centennial. Like, like have you been back to like for anything for the school?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I went back to visit my choir teacher.
Okay.
Like twice. And everyone else, like I'm still cool with them. I still hang out with some people even from middle school. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no bad blood.
That's good. That's good. Because I always think like, people think you have to go to like, art schools like growing up. So your journey is so distinct, similar to like when I did interview Antoine, like it's like you're not growing up as like this like prodigy in these schools all the time and then you like get on tour, like it's like a faith journey, honestly, and like just doing what you feel that God's telling you and like what you feel passionate about, so that's really good. What advice would you give to someone? I ask this to artists and creatives all the time, to someone who thinks they're really good and have been told they're really good at artistry, like they're really good at whatever their talent is, and they're supposed to go to like a 4-year college or something, but they really want to do music like full time. What would you advise them to do? Even like regardless of what the parents are saying and stuff, like what would you tell them?
I would say, because I didn't want to go to college. Yeah. But my parents made me go to a community college, which I really enjoyed. But it was just 1 year. Okay. And then I went on the tour. But if you want to like pursue music fully, then you gotta grind and show your parents that you can be responsible and that you have a schedule and you can post and you could do this and that, because I think a lot of parents fears that kids are gonna stay home and just be like on the couch watching TV, wasting away like time when they could be working. Like there are so many people who are in high school and they have online businesses or they're doing TikToks and making money and like doing something for their future, building their future. So if you don't, like I feel like I low-key did that, but my parents were like, we're not seeing you grind enough, we're going to college. And I was like, okay. But that actually like helps you though, like if you use it for you. Like I took a theory class, I took digital art, I took a speech class, and I feel like all those things helped me to get where I am now. Yeah. But like spending a whole bunch of money for like a music school when you're already in it.
Yeah. It's
And
like, yeah, I don't know. I tell this story sometimes where I had this student who was a senior and he came to school one day with like a full Iron Man suit on, like that he built from 3D printing
oh,
for like a
that's
costume
cool.
day or
That's
something.
my
Like,
kind of friend.
yeah, like he built the outfit. And I was like, oh, like he looked like a movie character, like he was going into a movie. And I asked him, was he going to college? And he was like, I might because, you know, I don't know, my parents, da, 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 da. And I was like, you really don't need to go. Like, you're really making like movie costumes already with like, you know. So I think, you know, if you're really good at something, you can do that. But like you said, like it takes that grind. Because I know other kids who've gone to college and they want to become a doctor because their parents want them to, but they're also like really good at music, but they don't pursue it. So they just pursue that. Do you agree that like with artistry, it's the same? It could be, this is a crazy thing to say, kind of, but like it can be the same as like becoming a doctor because of all the hard work it takes and the money that you might spend on your own art, you know? Like, do you feel like it's you can make it similar, or is it like, oh no, like if you're a doctor, that's like, whoa?
I mean, maybe, yeah. Because like a lot of people don't understand how much it takes, like how much time, practice, rehearsals, like for some people it's easier for them to like pick up things, but for other people it's not. So you have to put in like 10 times the work to remember what you did in rehearsal. So like all these different things, even down to the performance, like on a tour every single night to be on like 10 or like at least above 5. Like sometimes you could feel not so good on a day you don't have energy or you're super tired because you didn't get rest. But you still got to show up for the people who bought all these people who bought the ticket. So like the work ethic, it's fun and that's what makes it seem like, oh, that's not a job. But at the end of the day, it is still work and it is still like you're preparing for so many things and putting in hours. So
yeah. And some people say like, you know, what the doctors do, they like it. They think it's fun to them. So it's like, you know.
Well, that's good for them.
Right. I've always been so happy that I didn't have the passion to be like in that field. I just, I don't want to do that. But I think it's good for people that do. That's really good. But I just always want people to do what they're passionate about. Because I grew up in a family where my parents were like, if you don't feel like you need to go to college, don't. But if you're not, you need to be grinding the same level on something else. Because I think, you know, it can be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be an artist, like, and then they just think
my thing.
and it's like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like write music and like, but then you need someone to tell you. And in my life, it's Jonathan being like, oh, it's not like easy. It's like really hard. And even to see like what you're doing, what Gabby's doing, like that takes work.
She's been freaking killing it.
She has.
What in the world?
She has. I'm just so proud. So proud of you guys.
Her thing.
It's crazy out here. So the last question I like to ask is, what in your life do you feel like you remixed or that you are remixing to make it better? Like something that was one way and then you into something else.
Anything?
Or that you want to. Yeah, anything. It doesn't have to be related to like music or artistry.
I feel like I'm gonna answer this correctly.
You're always answering right. There's no wrong answers.
Thank you. I feel like growing up and like seeing, shout out to Tori Kelly again, seeing her do like artistry and just be like, she wasn't selling herself, like she wasn't always showing her body, she wasn't like cussing or smoking and drinking to get in the industry and to like be known. I was like, oh, it can be done. It can be done. So I honestly want to like show people like you can be yourself and you can love God and be in these different arenas, different places, and like spread the love of God and be an example. Like you don't have to be in it and of it. So I try to be in it and not of it as much as I can, just to like, I don't know, be an example, spread some positivity, spread the love of God.
Yes, that is good. I love that. Did you see Sinners?
I did.
Do you feel like, I feel like that is what
I love this topic.
I love Sinners. I love the movie. My dad said it's his new favorite movie. He wants to see it again, and he's a whole bishop. So I've seen all the things about people thinking it's demonic, rah, rah, rah. I also know that there are things in the Bible that are describing demonic activity, but also like, what's the word? Oh, like how Jesus or whoever would be like, oh, the Magi's and the people that do like sorcery and all that kind of stuff. I think the movie was a good depiction of like the different things that are out there that can come into you or can like try to like sway you one way or the other. I don't know, because I saw this interview this morning where Ruslan, do you know him? He's like a faith-based conspiracy theorist, basically. But he said he went to go see it. He went to go see it, and he was just like, "Yeah, it's weird that people like they had the hoodoo people on set." Rah, rah, rah. So yeah.
Question mark?
Yeah. But what did you think? What was your biggest takeaway from that movie? Especially being in the industry that you're in.
Being like, I think what I just said, like being out in the world and then getting consumed by it. Like, I want to be the opposite of Miles. Wasn't that his name? Oh no, not Miles. That's his real name.
Yeah.
No, Miles, we love you. What was his name in the movie?
Preacher Boy.
Oh,
I don't know.
Preacher Boy.
Sammy.
Yeah, because I feel like he didn't drop the guitar. Like he went out there and he was just so hungry for it. But like, are you hungry for God though? Because when you're hungry for God, then he'll open up. I feel like that's in every category. Like when you go to God for it and you like give it to God, then he'll give you the desires of your heart. Like even more than what you were expecting or you were planning for. Like I could plan to play everywhere in Baltimore or everywhere in Maryland and be like, yes, that was my dream. Yeah. But when I gave it to God and I was like, what do you want me to do? I'm going to trust you for the next thing. Like, then he opened up the door for me to go to Japan. Yeah. Like, it's not just Maryland. Like, it's bigger than what we can imagine. So the fact that he didn't drop that freaking guitar and he wanted to, like, stay in it, I was like, wait. Yeah. Sammy, no, drop it.
Yeah, that was, I mean, but it's just such a whole, like, people think that what their passion is, they follow that. There was also another movie called Soul. It was another movie where it's like the character was black. It was a cartoon, but then he turned into like a cat or something. Like, people were mad, like, why give me a human the whole time? But either way, the end of the movie was basically saying like your purpose is not the talent that you're doing. It's like really to, well, for us, glorify God and stuff. But people think that their purpose is their talent versus it being like to help people and like to do what God has willed for you, because you doing what you're doing and the way you're doing it is impacting everyone, like in terms of like me in a positive way, being that you're doing it and you love God and you're still reading your Bible and you're posting that stuff too, but you're also posting like the grind and all that kind of stuff. It's just a well-rounded view of someone that's like in that, but not of that.
Thanks,
which is
Rhoyal.
Really great. Thank you so much for being on.
Thank you.
You're amazing. Tell them your social handle.
Jordan Monae with 3 E's at the end.
Hey, and what is your next thing? Are you going to be somewhere that we should look out for?
Okay, I think the BET Awards.
Oh, nice. That's so cool.
I'm not sure how it all looks or like the stage or anything. As of now, I think that is what's happening like late May, early June. But
with Lizzo.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Nice. I don't even know this will be out by then. I have so many, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe.
That was fun.
Good job.
I mean, the rap was...
It was good.